show you how great I am.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5F TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy, support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And this video is sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, the politics of boxing can get really annoying, really frustrating. You know, it can just really take you to a really negative place. And for the people that don't know what I mean in terms of the politics of boxing, I'm talking about the movers and shakers in boxing, the guys behind the scenes, the managers, the promotional companies, the promoters. I'm just going to run a couple off for you. Al Heyman, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, guys like that. Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, Top Rank, Bob Arum, PBC, Al Heyman, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren. Now we got the different networks. Showtime, Fox, Sky Sports, ESPN is in the mix, ESPN Plus, DAZN, Box Nation. Like, you got a lot of moving parts when it comes down to the politics and the business of boxing. The politics of boxing has always been a part of the sport. It's part of the reason why it has held the sport back from mainstream. And what I mean by mainstream, I'm talking how we think of basketball, how we think of the NFL, how we think of Major League Baseball. Boxing has never reached that pinnacle in terms of being a sport because of the boxing politics and how boxing as a sport operates, from the shadiness of the promoters to the sanctioning bodies to boxing not having an overall governing body, which boxing needs, which every other sport has. Boxing politics, as of right now, as we speak, it's in a really dangerous place right now. Very dangerous place right now. And I'm going to tell you why it's in a dangerous place more now than it has been in the past. Years ago, they had something called the Cold War. Basically, Al Heyman wasn't working with Golden Boy. Al Heyman wasn't working with Top Rank. Golden Boy wasn't working with Top Rank. Like, during that time, it was bad. And people were saying it was the Cold War. And what really broke the Cold War, in a sense, was Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. That fight was made, and it gave the boxing fans promise in terms of promoters working together. But now, boxing politics is in a dangerous place. It's really heading in a dangerous place because we've never seen boxing politics be this sketchy, and it's so many different networks and there's so much money involved now. See, back then when the boxing politics was really bad, it was only maybe one guy or two guys. Like back in the day, like it was Don King or Bob Arum. Like there were some other guys, but the main two was Don King and Bob Arum. Back then, the only competition was Showtime and HBO. It was HBO battling Showtime, Showtime battling HBO. and that was it. The majority of the money was coming from HBO, Showtime, or it was coming from pay-per-view. So eventually the boxing politics got pushed to the side at certain points back in the day because the main source of money was coming from three places: Showtime, HBO, pay-per-view. Now, the reason why the boxing politics is heading in a dangerous place is because these same things are happening, but there's so many hands in the pot now. There's so many different promoters, networks. Is money coming from all different places. For example, Bob Arum and Al Heyman don't get along. Al Heyman and Oscar De La Hoya don't get along. Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather don't get along. Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum really don't get along. I don't think Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn gets along. I don't think Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum gets along. All of that is fine. We've seen promoters not get along with each other throughout the history of boxing. That's okay. But see, boxing politics is in a dangerous place because now you have these promoters beefing, and now these promoters are beefing, and now it's going to be a fight to get all of their main guys opponents. Number one. And number two, now you have a battle for where the fight is going to be held. That's why boxing politics is in a dangerous place. Let me give you some examples. We got a couple of fights that we probably not going to see for a long period of time, if not at all, because of not only promoters, but what network would it be on? Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. We all want to see that fight. We all would love to see that fight. But is it going to go down on PBC's platform? Or is it going to go down on ESPN's platform? So now you not only have a problem with Al Heyman and Bob Arum, but now you got a problem with what platform are you going to put it on? That's dangerous for boxing politics. Another fight that we all want to see: Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. These negotiations have been going on in the public for a very long time. Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel, Eddie Hearn, do they get along? Probably not. There's boxing politics involved, and it's the reason why Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua hasn't happened. But not only has that fight not happened, but what network is it on? Is it on Eddie Hearn's network? Would it be on DAZN? Or is it going to be on Al Heyman's network? Showtime, Fox. Now that question is bigger than, is the fight going to happen? How the money's going to get split? Now you got to figure out what network it's going to be on. And whoever network is going to be on, the other fighter probably has a financial obligation to that other network. So that other network's probably going to have to get paid off. That's what makes boxing politics so dangerous right now. And here's another one. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. They had a successful pay-per-view. Tyson Fury is negotiating with Deontay Wilder for a rematch. It's going to be more pay-per-view buys, more money, more exposure for both guys. What does Tyson Fury do? In the middle of negotiations, he turns around and signs a deal with Bob Arum Top Rank, and ESPN. Automatically, the fight with Deontay Wilder is out the window for the right now and probably for the future as well. Why? Because that means Bob Arum and Al Heyman would have to work together and make that fight. And then number two, what platform is it being held on? Is it being held on ESPN? Or is it going to be back on Showtime pay-per-view? Y'all see where I'm going with this? ESPN got a lot of money to throw around. DAZN has a lot of money to throw around. Showtime has a lot of money to throw around. Fox has a lot of money to throw around. And we're not even talking about the UK markets. Boxing politics is in a really dangerous place right now because not only do you have to worry about the networks, you got to worry about the promoters. And we don't have a Floyd Mayweather anymore. Canelo Alvarez is a cash cow, but he's no Floyd Mayweather in terms of bringing that type of cachet to boxing. And what I mean by that is Floyd Mayweather, whenever he fought, you knew it was going to generate a certain amount of money. Boxing is in a place right now where we have a bunch of guys that are very good, but we don't have a bunch of guys that has that Floyd Mayweather type of pull when it comes down to money. Business can become a problem when there's too many hands in a pot. The reason why it's dangerous right now is because it's too many promoter hands in the pot. And at the end of the day, it's too many networks and too much money with these networks, and their hands is in the pot as well. Boxing is always going to be okay as a sport, but this is one of those situations where we may spend more time as fans talking about fights that are not going to happen versus fights that probably will happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.